One thing is to learn to recite a poem in Chinese, and another thing is to really know the Chinese language. Let's say, suppose that just like music is a language, same like any language, and for any language, suppose I learn to recite one poem in Chinese. My pronunciation and everything, I recite the poem. But I don't know what does it mean, the words, what the words mean, nor do I know how else I can use those words, and nor can I, forget about grammatical rules or that, I don't even know what I am saying, but I'm reciting the poem in Chinese. That's how many people play guitar. One thing is to know about when you study in the study program we have, then I inform the students what's the rhythm, this is a 4/4 rhythm, here this is this chord, and you acquire knowledge of what is a chord, what you are playing, and how you are playing it. How you play and why so, which scales may be suitable for one chord or another, etc. So when you get knowledge, then this knowledge here, you can create tons and millions of pieces of music with that. But if you are satisfied just by reciting one poem in Chinese with the guitar, which is, this is what many people do, right? They don't really know guitar, but they play just at the muscle memory level. Here there are 3 levels to play. Paco taught me that. He said, don't play with the fingers, with the fingers. Play with the brain if you have one, right? And then he said, and then once you do that well, then now you forget about the brain and play with the heart. So guitar players, we are very used to play on a muscle memory level, with the fingers, with the body, right? But not much with the brain. Piano players have to know more, because here we repeat, we learn one chord, F major, and then now this is F sharp, this is G, this is A flat, this is, so it keeps repeating shapes, so the shape the guitar repeats, it's the same shape, right? So we tend to not know that this is E flat, and it has a certain key, B flat and E flat, etc. Like, what's the key on which key signature? We tend to play just by muscle training, right? We may say by ear or anything to save face, but really speaking here, the fact is that the last person to get a partiture or a score in a rehearsal was the guitar player. Chick Corea said it. It was the guitar player and the drummer, until Tony Williams and Steve Gadd came in the picture. Chick Corea said that. So now, how it evolved now, you can listen in the Pat Metheny group, Antonio Sanchez playing fantastic things, Jack Daniel, like other drummers, how it evolved. It's Brian Blade, all these people, right? Crazy things in drumming. So initially it was like that, just they play by ear, and guitar players also play by ear a lot, and piano players are less prone to play by ear, because there you cannot repeat shapes. If I do this thing here, or I cannot do that on the piano in the same shape and keep the same chord. There I have to know the triad, which chord is, etc. So, therefore, the point is that when you acquire knowledge, then you enjoy more music, and more if you play for fun, just like I play for fun. Why? Because there is a difference between having knowledge and just reciting the poem in Chinese with the guitar. That's what it is. When you have knowledge, then the scale that you know becomes 1,000 scales, because now you can use it in that piece, in this other piece, in this other brand, this other piece. You can create one song with it, you can improvise with other musicians, you can play other stuff, you invent one music here and there. So you use it in many ways, just like words may be used for many purposes. In language, I can write a book about medicine, I can communicate, I can write articles, I can do journalism, I can talk to you, I can make a songwriters, I can do, I can create a movie script, the thematic, or I can make a million things with the language. And in how many ways all these notes, having the guitar, have unlimited ways to be used. This is not just one way, but if I just learn one piece, people learn one piece, and then they recite their poem in Chinese with this guitar. But really they don't know what they are doing, if this is G or F or what it is. Therefore, this is the difference between playing at the level, at the muscle level. I also learned like that when I was a child. I tried to play many things, piano, organ, or guitar, and that, just at the muscle level, right? With the body, not so much with knowledge and with the brain. So first, initially we do that, no problem, right? But then at some point we have to acquire knowledge also, right? Therefore, if we get knowledge, then we will know the meaning of the words and how else we can use it, or the meaning of the notes and how else we can use it, and not be limited just to reciting one poem in Chinese. These are the 3 levels of playing. You asked me this question, and because we can play after when we acquire knowledge, then we forget about the knowledge, and then we will feel really emotional and play with knowledge, but knowledge will not overcome your feeling or the emotional level of music. That's another misunderstanding. People say, they used to tell me that when I was a child, the flamenco community told me, don't go to the school, don't study music theory and that, because then you will lose the feeling. So, for example, if I know that this chord is the 2nd degree of F major, and it's a G minor with the ninth of G is A, etc. How because I know that I lose feeling? Just it makes 0 sense. Don't you see? So that's not true, that if you become knowledgeable, then it's not emotional music or anything. No, not at all. But it doesn't have feeling. There is a brain stuff, or very intellectual music, cold music. They will say all this nonsense to save the face, but the fact is this: because I know this theory thing, that doesn't take me anything away. Actually, when I play, I know what I can do there to express more myself. So knowledge is liberating, and therefore, at every level, from scratch, from level 1, this happened from level 1 up to Paco de Lucia's level, everyone. If you get knowledge, then you will enjoy much more music, because you understand how it works, how rhythm works, what's the counterbeat, what's the syncopation, how you play into rhythm, into strummings, into everything, or harmonically, the notes, everything. And that's the difference between knowing the meaning of what you are doing, or just reciting the poem in Chinese. I hope this example helps you to understand it. Thank you, and I see you next time.
Thank you.